Yes, absolutely, yes.
Because
You hear them.
just because our size, and also they don't like how we look.
You know what? Talk about stereotypes. I was like, I can't go to the mall at all. Mall is the biggest thorn I have. And the high schoolers, I don't know about in the States, how the big people in the States have to deal with going to the mall and then the high schoolers going there, right? And being ridiculed about their weight. But what compared to Canadians in the United States is obesity runs wherever we go in society, right? So
That's right.
I look at it as if the high school kids are going to pick on the obese people, then their parents need to get involved in it, right?
Yeah.
They need to tell their kids, well, talk to the kids about what obesity is and what foods they eat to make them obese. And I've had run-ins with kids saying, well, you saw the picture how big I was back then, right? Compared to what I am now. I was in that picture, I think I was 400 pounds. And in that time period, I was 400 pounds in that picture I showed you. And because a lot of people don't know, some people don't have insulin. Like for me personally, my body doesn't produce insulin. So I got bigger and bigger and bigger, and my body wasn't producing insulin. People need to educate their children about obesity in people because in the long run, people like I've noticed over the years, people are committing suicide because people are bullying them about their weight, and that can be stopped if parents
Yeah.
educate their children. And if they don't educate their children, then they need to pull their kids out of school and homeschool them.
Exactly.
Before,
And
go ahead.
so the reason why these high schoolers are the way they are nowadays is because their parents taught them how to do this.
Oh yes, and that's another thing. When I was growing up, in Mackenzie, where he's from, I was bullied constantly for my acne, my speech, just over everything that I did. I'd go home from school crying to my mom and dad. I was bullied. I was bullied. Okay, put that in perspective. 10 years down the road, I had my 10-year reunion, graduated in 1992. So everything's fine. Don't have to go back to Mackenzie. But yeah, I do because of him. But that's a whole different story. But 10 years rolls, 10-year reunion comes up. And you know what? I'm scared to go. And I said to my mom, I feel like I want to take a gun and shoot everybody in that class. But I didn't. But that's how I felt. All these people have bullied me all my life. And 10 years rolls around. I go there. And once again, still till this day, my 10-year class reunion, nobody acknowledges that I'm there.
Yeah.
Except for my friend Chris Baker. He's the only one that acknowledged me that I was there and asked for a hug from me and asked me how I was doing and how my life was.
Yeah.
Only one person. So you can tell, still being bullied 10 years later by my classmates. But you know what? In all hindsight of that, I personally believe that my classmates that bullied me made me who I am today. And why I say that is because the bulliers that bullied you through high school and elementary made you who you are today. And a lot of parents that have these bulliers for kids don't realize they make us stronger as women and men. And I personally feel that once you're bullied, you could become a bullier or become a bully. What the E means is you stop the bullying before it happens.
Yeah, because they keep doing the bullying. Karma's gonna be a bitch and kick them in the ass and do
Not
stuff.
even that. A lot of kids can become an advocate for stopping the bullying. What I mean by that is they can see a bully bullying another kid, step in and intervene and say, stop.
Yeah,
Take the child that's being bullied out of the situation before it escalates into a full bullying on bully. Take
exactly.
the child away from that bully and say, come and hang out with me and we can be friends. Or the schools need to get in a non bullying zone in their schools where the bully can't go into that zone and have, if they have a non bullying zone in a school, like one of the parks, the school parks is a non bullying zone, meaning if the
Yeah,
bully goes in there, he gets suspended from school
yeah,
for a month. So that means the schools should have these equipment with there's a sign no bullying. Because a lot of the schools just let it go as if nothing's happening. Oh, we're just gonna suspend them. But then the bully goes back and does it again. No, I don't think that's right. I
it's
think the
not
schools should have non anti bullying play areas.
exactly.
And there should be 2-on-2 teachers in the playgrounds when this bullying is going on. Because I noticed in the States and I noticed in Canada, when the kids are outside playing and the bullying's going on, there is no teachers watching.
That's right. Yep,
Or the parents need to sign up and get this program started. Because
yep,
some of the parents are having their children come home, I'm being bullied. Maybe the parents need to step up and start a programs in the States and here in Canada where their children when they come home and say they're being bullied, they need to step up their game.
exactly.
Because in my eyes, I was bullied all my life. My parents didn't do anything. I became a bully. Now I'm not a bully. I'm advocating for a lot of things to be changed in the world of bullying. I can openly admit I was a bully. Got my ass beaten in by a girl. Me and this girl got into a fight in her own home. And yeah, it was a knockout, drag out fight between me and this girl. I do have a little bit of a scar here, but I will never lay a hand on a person again after that fight. It
Yeah,
scared the shit out of me. My face was cut open, broke my glasses. Yeah, it was a terrible fight in this woman's home. Just because I slammed the basement door, she beat the shit out of me. And you know what? I will never lay a hand on a person again. And people ask me when they hear my story about that, they ask me why didn't I charge her with assault? And I said, I didn't charge her with assault because she has children.
yeah,
Only reason why I didn't charge this young woman. And to this day, um, and that's my story. Like I don't didn't charge her because she has kids.
yeah,
And I didn't want to take the mother of the kid's mother away from him.
exactly.
So, each to their own. Like, I didn't want to destroy her family just because she beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
Like, kitty, kitty, kitty! What does he have?
their toy.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey!
Mr. Black.
Oh.
Sorry, nothing talking to me. Mr. Black. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome.
Oh, excuse me. So, what are you and Robert doing today?
Well, I gotta go with Christine and Terry for about an hour today. Because Because you know how we were supposed to go clean out that freaking stove on Saturday? Well, Christine messaged the guy and asked if it was okay if we went on Monday, and he said yes.
Oh, that's what you guys are doing. Okay.
Yeah. So we're only cleaning the fridge and stove. I think one of us is gonna take either one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and then after that, I'm coming home because I got, and then I want to move my bed out into the living room.